Did you know poor circulation triples your fall risk after 60? Let me say that again because this is not something you can ignore. If your blood is not moving properly through your legs, you are 3 times more likely to fall, break a hip, or lose your independence. I am Dr. Vonda Wright, and I have spent decades studying how our bodies age and what we can do to fight back. What I am about to share with you is going to sound almost too good to be true. But I promise you this is backed by real science and real results that I have seen transform lives. There is one specific drink that can reverse circulation damage in hours, not days or weeks. I am not talking about expensive supplements or complicated medical treatments. I am talking about something so simple that you probably walked past it in your grocery store this week. But before I tell you what it is, I need you to understand why your circulation is failing in the first place, because if you do not know the enemy, you cannot win the battle. And make no mistake, this is a battle worth fighting. Today, I am going to rank the top 10 circulation drinks from worst to best. You are going to learn exactly what works, what is garbage, and what is just marketing nonsense designed to take your money. By the end of this, you will know the exact drink that widens your arteries by 30% and gives you back the mobility you thought was gone forever. No fluff, no confusion, just the truth. I am going to give you everything you need to take control of your circulation and your life. Let me take you inside your legs right now. Picture your blood trying to travel from your heart all the way down to your toes. After you turn 60, your blood vessels start producing 70% less of a critical molecule called nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as the traffic controller in your body. It tells your blood vessels when to open wide and let blood flow freely. Without enough nitric oxide, your arteries stay narrow, tight, and stiff. This is where all your problems begin. When your arteries shrink, everything falls apart like dominoes. Your feet get cold because warm blood cannot reach them. Your muscles do not get enough oxygen, so they cramp and ache, especially at night when you are trying to sleep. Waste products build up in your tissues because blood is not washing them away fast enough. Your nerves start to suffer, which causes that terrible tingling and numbness that makes you feel like you are walking on pins and needles. Tiny clots begin forming in slow, moving blood, and those clots can break loose and cause serious problems like strokes or heart attacks. This is not just uncomfortable. This is dangerous, and it gets worse every single day you ignore it. I have seen too many people wait until it is almost too late, and I do not want that to be you. The good news is that you can reverse this damage faster than you ever thought possible, but you need to understand what you are fighting first. Your body is not broken beyond repair. It just needs the right fuel to start healing itself. Now, you have probably been to a doctor who gave you the usual advice. Move more, take an aspirin, elevate your legs, wear compression socks. I am not saying those things are completely useless, but they are treating symptoms, not the root cause. It is like bailing water out of a sinking boat instead of fixing the hole. You can bail water all day long, but you are still going to sink eventually. You need to fix the hole, and that hole is your nitric oxide production. Everything else is just a temporary band-aid. Here is where it gets exciting, and this is what changed everything in my practice. Certain drinks can force your body to start producing nitric oxide again. Not tomorrow, not next month, but within hours of drinking them, your body has 2 pathways to create nitric oxide. The first pathway happens inside your cells and requires specific enzymes that naturally decline as you age. That pathway slows down after 60, and there is not much you can do about it. But the second pathway is completely different, and this is the game changer. The second pathway uses nitrates from food and converts them into nitric oxide with the help of bacteria in your mouth. This pathway still works perfectly, even at 80 or 90 years old. It does not care how old you are. It just needs the right raw materials to do its job. When you drink the right beverages, you flood your system with natural nitrates. Your mouth bacteria convert those nitrates into nitrites, and then your stomach acid turns those nitrites into pure nitric oxide. That nitric oxide rushes into your bloodstream and tells your arteries to relax and open wide. Think of it like opening a highway after years of construction. Suddenly, blood can flow 40 to 60% faster within just one day. Your legs get the oxygen they have been starving for. Waste products get flushed out. Your nerves start to heal. Your muscles stop cramping. And your fall risk drops dramatically because your legs are strong and stable again. This is not theory. This is what happens when you give your body what it needs. Let me start ranking these drinks so you know exactly what to do and what to avoid. I am starting from the worst and working my way up to the absolute best. I have tested these, reviewed the research, and seen the results with my own patients. Number 10 on this list is plain water. I know. Everyone tells you to drink more water, and yes, you absolutely should. But water alone is a terrible circulation booster. Studies show it only improves blood flow by about 8%, and that is only if you are severely dehydrated to begin with. Water is necessary for life. Your blood needs water to flow properly, but water does not tell your arteries to open up. It does not increase nitric oxide production. It just keeps your blood from getting too thick. That is important, but it is not going to save your circulation or reduce your fall risk. Water is the foundation, but you need more than a foundation to build a house. Score 2 out of 10. Number 9 is green tea. Green tea contains compounds called catechins that do help blood vessels relax a little bit. The problem is that green tea works very slowly, and you need to drink it consistently for weeks before you see any real benefit. Even worse, if you brew it at the wrong temperature, you destroy most of those catechins before they ever reach your body. Too hot and they break down. Too cold and they do not extract properly. Green tea is fine as a daily habit for general health, but it is not a circulation miracle. Score 3 out of 10. Number 8 is tart cherry juice. This one surprised a lot of people when the research came out a few years ago. Tart cherries contain anthocyanins that reduce arterial stiffness and improve blood flow modestly. The problem is that tart cherry juice is loaded with natural sugar, and it is outrageously expensive. A bottle that lasts you a week can cost $20 or more, depending on where you shop. It helps a little, but not enough to justify the price and the sugar spike that comes with it. Score 4 out of 10. Number 7 is pomegranate juice. Pomegranate has powerful antioxidants that protect your existing nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly. That is actually useful because if you are making nitric oxide but it is getting destroyed immediately, you are not gaining anything. But here is the problem. Pomegranate juice does not make new nitric oxide. It just helps preserve what little you already have. If you are already drinking something better on this list, pomegranate can be a nice addition, but on its own, it is not enough to fix poor circulation. Plus, it is sugary and expensive like tart cherry juice. Score 5 out of 10. Number 6 is cocoa drink, but I am talking about real cocoa powder, not hot chocolate mix full of sugar and fake ingredients. Pure cocoa contains flavanols that boost nitric oxide production surprisingly fast. You can see measurable improvements in blood flow within 2 hours of drinking a good cocoa beverage made from pure unsweetened cocoa powder. The downside is that real cocoa is incredibly bitter, and most people end up adding so much sugar or milk that they cancel out the benefits completely. If you can handle the taste with just a tiny bit of honey or stevia, cocoa is decent. Score 6 out of 10. Number 5 is watermelon juice. Watermelon is packed with an amino acid called L-citrulline, and your body converts citrulline directly into nitric oxide through a different pathway than the nitrate conversion I talked about earlier. People who drink watermelon juice often report warmer feet and less leg pain within 3 hours. I have had patients tell me they felt the difference the same day they tried it. The problem is that watermelon is seasonal, and making juice from it is messy and time-consuming. You also need a lot of watermelon to get a meaningful dose of citrulline, which means you are drinking a lot of volume. It works, but it is not practical for most people year-round. Score 7 out of 10. Number 4 is hibiscus tea. This is where we start getting into the serious players that actually move the needle on circulation. Hibiscus tea is made from dried hibiscus flowers, and it has been studied extensively for circulation and blood pressure. Drinking hibiscus tea can improve blood flow by 31% within just a few weeks of consistent use. It works by relaxing your artery walls and reducing inflammation that makes blood vessels stiff and narrow. The catch is that hibiscus lowers blood pressure significantly, which is great if your blood pressure is high, but not so great if it is already normal or low. If you are already on blood pressure medication, you need to be careful because hibiscus can make your blood pressure drop too low. Always talk to your doctor before adding hibiscus if you take any heart medications. That said, for most people, hibiscus tea is safe, effective, and much cheaper than pomegranate or tart cherry juice. You can buy a big bag of dried hibiscus flowers for less than $10, and it will last you a month. Brew it like regular tea and drink it cold or hot. Score 8 out of 10. Number 3 is celery juice. Now we are getting into the heavy hitters that produce dramatic results fast. Celery is absolutely loaded with natural nitrates, and when you juice it fresh, those nitrates go straight into your mouth where bacteria convert them into nitrites within minutes. Within 3 hours of drinking celery juice, your blood flow can increase by 35 to 40%. That is a massive improvement in a very short time. People report feeling warmth in their legs and feet almost immediately, sometimes within the first hour. I have had patients call me after their first glass of celery juice to tell me they could not believe how fast it worked. The downside is that celery juice tastes like drinking a lawn, and you need a decent juicer to make it because celery is fibrous and tough. Not everyone can handle the flavor, but if you can, celery juice is phenomenal. Some people add a little lemon or ginger to make it more palatable without ruining the benefits. Score 8.5 out of 10. Number 2 is arugula smoothie. Arugula, also called rocket in some parts of the world, has the highest natural nitrate content of any leafy green vegetable. When you blend arugula into a smoothie and drink it fresh, you are giving your body a massive dose of circulation, boosting compounds all at once. Studies show that people who drink arugula smoothies regularly experience warmer feet, better walking endurance, and less muscle fatigue within just 1 week. The key is to blend it and drink it immediately because nitrates start breaking down once the leaves are damaged by the blender blades. Arugula has a peppery, slightly bitter taste, so most people mix it with banana, berries, or a little honey to make it drinkable. You can also add spinach or kale to mellow out the flavor. The important thing is to use fresh arugula and drink the smoothie within 15 minutes of blending it. After that, the nitrate content starts dropping. Arugula is easy to find in most grocery stores year-round, and it is not expensive. A container of arugula costs about the same as a bag of regular lettuce. Score 9 out of 10. And now the number 1 drink for circulation, the king. The absolute best thing you can put in your body if you want to reverse poor circulation and get your mobility back. That drink is beetroot juice. Beets are the most powerful natural source of dietary nitrates on the planet. No other food comes close. When you drink beetroot juice, your body converts those nitrates into pure nitric oxide within hours, and the effects are nothing short of remarkable. Your arteries widen by 30 to 50%. Blood flow to your legs increases by 45% within just 15 days. Arterial stiffness drops by 38%. Walking endurance improves by 22%. Let me be clear about what this means in real life, not just in lab studies. If you are someone who gets tired after walking 1 block, beetroot juice can get you to 2 or even 3 blocks within a month. If your feet are cold all the time, even in the summer or when you are wearing thick socks, beetroot juice can warm them up within a week. If you have leg cramps at night that wake you up in pain and keep you from sleeping, beetroot juice can reduce or eliminate those cramps in less than 2 weeks. This is not me guessing or hoping. This is what the research shows, and this is what I have seen with my own patients over and over again. Beetroot juice works so well because it delivers a concentrated dose of nitrates in a form that your body absorbs almost instantly. 1 8-ounce glass of beetroot juice contains as much nitrate as eating 5 or 6 whole beets, which is way more than most people would ever eat in one sitting. You do not need to cook anything, chew anything, or prepare anything complicated. You just drink it, and your body does the rest. Within 30 minutes, your mouth bacteria start converting those nitrates into nitrites. Within 2 hours, your nitric oxide levels are rising dramatically. Within 3 to 5 hours, your blood flow is measurably better. Here is exactly how to use beetroot juice for maximum effect because timing and method matter. Drink 1 8-ounce glass first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. This is critical, and I cannot stress this enough. If you drink it with food, especially food that contains antioxidants like vitamin C, you can block the nitrate conversion process. Empty stomach means your body absorbs everything quickly and efficiently without competition from other compounds. Wait at least 30 minutes after drinking your beetroot juice before you eat breakfast. That gives your body time to start the conversion process. Some people worry about the taste. Yes, beetroot juice tastes earthy and a little bit sweet. Some people love it from the first sip. Some people tolerate it because they know it works. And some people hate it but drink it anyway because the results are worth it. If you cannot stand the taste, mix it with a little apple juice or lemon juice, but do not add so much that you are drinking mostly sugar. You want at least 75% of your drink to be pure beetroot juice. You can also try different brands because some taste better than others depending on how they are processed. One warning that surprises people and sometimes causes panic: beetroot juice will turn your urine pink or red, and it might even turn your stool a reddish color. This is completely harmless and just means your kidneys are filtering out the betalain pigments from the beets. Do not panic when you see pink in the toilet. It is not blood, it is just beets doing their job. The color goes away within 24 hours, and it is actually a good sign that your body is processing the juice correctly. If you do not see any color change, it might mean you are not absorbing the beets well, and you might need to try a different brand or preparation method. Now let me give you the full 30-day protocol that combines the best drinks for maximum circulation improvement. This is the exact plan I give to my patients, and it works. Every morning, drink 8 ounces of beetroot juice on an empty stomach as soon as you wake up. Wait at least 30 minutes before eating breakfast. In the afternoon, around 2 or 3 o'clock, drink either a cup of hibiscus tea or 8 ounces of celery juice. Pick whichever one you can tolerate better. If you hate the taste of celery juice, go with hibiscus tea. If hibiscus lowers your blood pressure too much, go with celery juice. 3 to 4 times per week, make an arugula smoothie for lunch or as a mid-morning snack. Blend a big handful of arugula with half a banana, a handful of berries, and a little water or almond milk. You can add a teaspoon of honey if you need it sweeter. Drink it immediately while it is fresh. Do not make it the night before and store it in the fridge because the nitrates will break down. Fresh is key! Let me walk you through what you should expect week by week because understanding the timeline helps you stay motivated. By day 3, your legs will start feeling warmer, especially at night when you are sitting on the couch or lying in bed. You might notice that your feet are not ice cold anymore. By day 7, leg cramps and nighttime restlessness will decrease noticeably. You will also start feeling less fatigue when you walk or stand for long periods. Your legs will not feel as heavy or achy by the end of the day. By day 14, your walking ability will improve in a way that you can measure. You will be able to go farther without stopping to catch your breath or rest your legs. Your balance will feel steadier, and you will not wobble as much. By day 30, your circulation will be drastically better than when you started. You will have more energy throughout the day, better balance when you walk, warmer extremities even in cold weather, and significantly lower fall risk because your legs are strong and responsive again. But I need to warn you about critical mistakes that will completely ruin your results if you are not careful. First, do not drink your beetroot juice or any nitrate-rich drink right after using mouthwash. Mouthwash kills the bacteria in your mouth, and you absolutely need those bacteria to convert nitrates into nitrites. If you kill the bacteria, the whole process stops dead in its tracks, and you get zero benefit from the juice. If you use mouthwash, wait at least 2 hours before drinking anything with nitrates, or better yet, skip the mouthwash entirely and just brush your teeth well with toothpaste. Second, always drink these beverages on an empty stomach. I already mentioned this for beetroot juice, but it applies to celery juice and arugula smoothies too. Food interferes with nitrate absorption, especially foods high in vitamin C or polyphenols like oranges, strawberries, or green tea. Those compounds can block the conversion process and waste your effort and money. Empty stomach means you get the full dose of nitric oxide your body desperately needs. Third, do not buy the sugary versions of these drinks. I am talking about pomegranate juice with added sugar, sweetened cranberry blends, or those fruity beet juice cocktails that are more apple juice than beet juice. Sugar causes inflammation in your blood vessels, damages your arterial walls, and cancels out the benefits of the nitrates completely. Read the label carefully. If it says added sugar, cane sugar, or corn syrup, put it back on the shelf. You want pure, unsweetened juice or tea with nothing added. Fourth, do not stop taking your medications without talking to your doctor first. These drinks are powerful and they can lower blood pressure, thin your blood slightly, and interact with certain medications in ways that matter. If you are on blood thinners like warfarin, blood pressure medication like lisinopril, or diabetes drugs like metformin, tell your doctor you are adding beetroot juice and other nitrate-rich drinks to your routine. Your doctor may need to adjust your medication dosages as your circulation improves. This is a good thing, but it needs to be done safely under medical supervision. Fifth, consistency is everything, and this is where most people fail. You cannot drink beetroot juice for 3 days, feel a little better, skip a week, and expect the results to last. Your body needs a steady supply of nitrates to keep producing nitric oxide at healthy levels. Think of it like watering a plant. One big watering session does not keep the plant alive for a month. You need to water it regularly day after day to keep it thriving. Same thing with your circulation. Daily intake is what creates lasting change that transforms your life. Now, I want you to do something that will change your life and prove to you that this works. Right now, before you even start this protocol, take a photo of your legs. Take a picture of your feet and ankles from the front and the side. Notice the color of your skin. Is it pale or bluish? Notice if there is any swelling around your ankles or calves. Notice how your veins look. Are they bulging or twisted? Write down how far you can walk before you get tired and need to stop. Write down if you have leg cramps at night and how often they wake you up. Write down if your feet are cold most of the time, even indoors. Then, 30 days from now, after you have followed this protocol consistently every single day, take the same photos again in the same lighting. Compare them side by side. I promise you, you will see a difference that shocks you. Your skin will look healthier and pinker because blood is reaching it. Swelling will be reduced or gone because fluid is not pooling anymore. Your veins will be less prominent because pressure is normalized. You will be able to walk farther without stopping. Your legs will not ache at night. Your feet will be warm to the touch. This is not magic. This is your body healing itself when you give it the right tools and the right fuel. Your circulation is not gone forever. Your mobility is not lost. Your independence does not have to slip away while you watch helplessly. You have the power to reverse this damage starting today, right now, with simple choices that cost less than most medications. 1 glass of beetroot juice in the morning. 1 cup of hibiscus tea or celery juice in the afternoon, a few arugula smoothies each week. 30 days of consistency without excuses. That is all it takes to get your life back and feel like yourself again. I have seen 80-year-olds start walking without a cane again after decades of needing it. I have seen people who could barely make it to the mailbox start taking walks around the block with their grandchildren and keeping up. I have seen cold, painful legs that kept people up at night become warm and strong again. This is real. This is possible. And this is waiting for you if you are willing to take action instead of making excuses. Do not wait until you fall and break something. Do not wait until your legs get so bad that you cannot leave your house without help. Do not wait until you lose your independence completely. Start today. Get the beetroot juice. Make it a habit. Stick with it for 30 days. Your circulation will change. Your mobility will return. Your independence grows. And your life gets better in ways you forgot were possible. That is my promise to you.